And we're live just like that. What is going on, everybody? JT back with you in the studio, Studio 10-4 live for December 27th, 2024. This is our last show of 2024. Man, last show of the month, last show of the year. Uh we're winding down, man. We are wound down. Kind of got to get wound up here. And I'm looking at all the people that are waiting to come into the show. I feel like it's COVID and we're having a Zoom meeting again or something. So, yeah, everybody got their masks on or their hats on or whatever's going on. I see Shani in there with her fuzzy brim cowboy hat. That's cool. We're gonna be privy to that here. Pretty cute. The Dan and Shan show is looking good. So welcome to the show, everybody. We got a lot of people in store for you, and a lot of stuff to talk about. Got some 10-4 business to take care of. Got year end. What do we think of 2024? What do we think of 2025? What's going to be happening in the new year for you? So we'll be asking those questions and and others as well. But we do have a full show, and it's going to be at least a full hour's worth. It might go longer. And also wanted to let everybody know too, we may pick somebody out of the audience, and if we do, I will send you a link. And Dan, you're already in, buddy. We'll pick somebody randomly who's not already in the show to join us, and we'll share our questions with you and get your take on what we're asking and see what you have to say. So, what's been happening in 2024, man? That's a big question. There's a lot that's gone on. Dan and I are going to cover a lot of that together. I just want to say, as a standout for me, just on a personal note, my health and the opportunity I had to get it back in shape. Some things that had been lingering for years and taken care of. One of which I didn't even know I had going on, which was carpal tunnel syndrome. Thought I had tendonitis. The doctors have been telling me for 40 years. Yeah, you've been a mechanic, you've been a carpenter, you've done all this stuff, your life, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Well, I went in and got tested, and that was not the case. It was carpal tunnel. Had the procedure done, both hands, and it is a game changer. So I got to tell you, if you are suffering with numbness in your hands, waking up at night and your hands swollen and numb, and just weird crap with your hands that just makes it uncomfortable and unbearable, go get tested. The test is not fun. I'm not going to lie. It is a send you through the roof of the examination room, electronic zap your arm, and it's a number, but worth doing. Some other stuff that I had done, and the biggest one was, of course, having ablation done on my heart, and some of us that are out there know what that is and what it means. But what it means is basically just a reprogramming of your heart. It tells it quit doing what you're doing and do it right, and they fix it, and boom, like that, all done, all better. So, um, all I can say is best advice, and of course, always your health is number one. If you are not feeling good and you are not well, you're not going to be able to perform. So get yourself checked out. And we've lost some folks this year to things that may have had a chance to have been found sooner had they been found and treated, but we lost them because they weren't. So, men, you know what I'm talking about, and ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Get yourselves checked out. So, with that being said, I want to bring Dan the man with his wife Shan into the studio. Hi, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That is right. And Happy New Year now, right?
Yes.
Almost.
Yes.
Almost. We're just about there, man. I'm still digging. I only got to use the Christmas set once this year, except
I like it.
you like it until tonight, number two. So we're going to get our money's worth out of it and enjoy it. Good to see you guys. How was Christmas?
It was good.
Yeah.
We had a sick kid in the house, so things got pushed off a little bit. And as we discussed earlier, they got pushed off to today. Instead of a big Christmas dinner, we had a post-Christmas brunch. So yeah,
Barbecue lunch.
we've been cooking and up at the crack of dawn and burnt ends and brisket and chopped chicken and
Poppers.
jalapeno poppers, and yeah, I've been busy. I've been busy.
No lack of food, which is okay in my book. I like
blueberry
to cook.
pie that Paige
Ooh.
made sitting right in there. That's
Yeah.
going to be our dinner apparently tonight.
Oh well, with ice cream, I hope.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, very good. Yeah, I love blueberry cherry pie, apple peach cobbler. Man, and I got to learn how to make the traditional Southern peach cobbler that gets served up at all the barbecue joints, man. So I can put the full Monty on when I serve up a real traditional barbecue smoked meal, man. You got that.
You got to smoke it too. You got to cook it in the smoker.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so. Our audience is growing as we're chatting, and I just want to say to everybody, thanks for being here, guys. Just hang with us. We've got some biz to take care of here on the front end, and we're going to get everybody in. So just be patient with us. Just for everybody else that's watching, just to let you know, we've got Dustin Dickerson sitting in waiting, Marty Miles, Tim and April Sieben, John Kim Jakes, Cody Davis in the house. How you doing, Cody? Mike Viviano, Mike in from the Bay Area, Caleb Hammond in from Texas, Brian Welsh up in the Pacific Northwest, and Kendall Dickerson right now sitting in waiting to get their chance to come in and be a part of the show. Hopefully we've got some other folks that are going to be able to make it. Seems like sick people are popping up everywhere, man. My sister's got COVID. Evan texted me and he's got whatever he's got, influenza. And you guys got a sick one. There's more out there. So I don't know, man. Drink more tequila, folks. I don't know what to tell you.
That's what I kept telling her.
Yeah.
I feel like we tried. We're good. We're good.
You know what? The stories you've shared with me with your holiday excursions, I can relate to, and I enjoyed. It was fun listening to them. We won't go into them here because it just won't. But
no.
It sounds like you guys had a great time, and I'm happy for you. So
fun times.
Dan, we spoke earlier, and we got a list of things we got to kind of cover from truck calendars to truck shows to what's been happening and what's going to be happening and big announcements. We finally have the definitive, more or less, of what we're doing in 25 with a certain show that everybody's been wondering what we're going to be doing with. So we'll be sharing all that. Anywhere you want to start in here, and incidentally, so you guys can think about this as far as the questions that we're going to be asking. Pretty simple, really. What was your best, thing and thought of 2024? What are you looking forward to for 25? And what can we do better in 2025 as 10-4 magazine, as Studio 10-4 Live? What is it we could do that you think would make us all better? So those, you guys think about those questions, and when we bring you on in, maybe you'll have an answer ready. We can always review the questions again. But 2024, what was it like? 25, what's it going to be like? And what can we do to make 25 or us better? So without ado, Dan, what do we got, man? What do we want to share and get into here first? I know you got some great thoughts to share, so we'll have at it.
Always.
Well, I figure it's the year-end show. We should do some year-end recapping of what the year was like for us as a publication and a magazine, and so many of you out there were part of that. So but whether you know it or not, and I'm sure it's the case for everybody, 2024 was not the easiest year, was not the best year in a lot of ways. And probably the tail end of it was probably even tougher. But I truly feel like we've turned a corner, and I feel like 2025 is going to be a great year. In fact, 2024 ended pretty strong. So whether that was, in part for things that happened in the political arena, whether it was things that happened because of our rodeo, or just things that happened, whatever, I don't know. But 2024 did not end badly. So that's good. And I truly believe that 2025 is going to be a good year for the transportation industry in general and all the businesses like ours that are attached to it. And I mean, it might start slow because, it takes a bit for things to change. But I'm really looking forward to this year being, and a couple years, honestly, being just boom years, business be good, fuel low, freight up, just I think the whole package is coming. So I think it's going to benefit
That's
all
what
of
we hope
us.
for.
We're totally hoping for it and looking forward to it and gonna ride the wave, baby.
I got to say, just as a note to all that, first I'm going to say there's 4 years ahead of us that I think are going to be banner, and it's not without some growing pains, but it's going to happen.
Two at least.
Two at least, yeah. But I want to say, my biggest observation of all of that and everything that happened in the last few years to this last part of this year, boy, has common sense made a huge comeback. People are like, yeah, I never believed that before, and I still don't. And now you're finally seeing it for what we saw it for. So hallelujah to that. 25, show us the way, lead us out, man. Gosh, please, thank you. So good observations, Dan, and I truly think 25 is going to be a resurgence for the trucking industry and all the ancillary people in it. Us too. So. Hey, we supported everybody in those tough years, man. Let's all come back together and make it happen for each other again here in the next few years. So,
wow, I'm seeing so many people popping up.
yeah,
Tim and TW and April and Big Daddy. Hey, Big Daddy.
Hi, Big Daddy.
What's going on?
Well, I would say, for me to answer the questions, what was the best thing about 2024? I mean, obviously, we had a great Trucking for Kids in April. In Irwindale, obviously, it's going to be different this year, but I think it's going to be, honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. I think we have a good deal coming up. And I think that our rodeo was awesome, amazing, a lot of work, and it was crazy, but I think it went off really well, and people are excited to do it again. Heck, I'm excited to do it again.
I'm excited about it.
I mean, I truly can say it was a lot of fun to do that. And I think that now that we know how things kind of move and we know how the location, how the vibe of it and how the vibe of all these events go, we can tweak on these events, make them maybe a little more challenging and, just add a few. And I think next year is going to be even better and more fun because we won't be not quite so stressed out. We kind of know what to expect.
I think that, having the aspirations to make it bigger, better, as always, that's just sort of our natural thing that we do as people. I think we need to look at it and go, okay, do we draw a line and go, okay, this is as far as we should go and kind of contain what was so cool about this last one and add some things that'll make it cooler. We don't want to go crazy. So I don't want anybody getting scared. I think we just, there's some good things that are going to come that are going to just make it even more better. And
100%, if people have ideas for competitions, they want to suggest something,
or even funner,
whether it's to tweak one that we did or to inject, insert a new one, we're all ears. Shoot me an email, give me a call, let's talk about it. I mean, we want to make this thing living, breathing thing that changes a little bit every year. That some things come, some things go, and you just keep whatever works, you keep with it, and you keep having fun with it.
Absolutely. The feedback and you do Trucking for Kids. That's been kind of 10-4 magazine's first entry into what it's like to do a truck show. And it was just, it's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different show. It's a whole different thing, man. This really just was like a, aha moment kind of thing for me. I thought, wow, what a great group of people, show, gathering. I mean, everybody's energy was just so positive, kind of scary. Like, wow, was right. I mean, it was.
There were places people, like we've talked about so many times since then. There were places people could have whined a little bit about, but they didn't. So that was great.
Everyone,
and we're going to fix the things that they could have whined about. So hopefully they won't have any reason next year.
Yeah.
So hey, look. So the new magazine comes out. I'm not supposed to point. The new magazine is going to come out on Monday.
Yes.
or start being mailed and distributed on Monday. And the rodeo report is in there in all of its entirety. You can read all about how it came about and why we did what we did and who we did it with and what we did. And so if you weren't there, you missed it, but you got to be at the next one. So let's go back and talk about this TFK thing that we kind of breezed over.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do it. So big news, of course. And we've definitely not been shy about sharing what we could. But we have big news as to where. We already kind of knew when, but where, and some familiar names and in location and people have finally been made public. So Dan, go ahead, break it for us. Who, what, where, and when?
Well, we've known for about a month and a half, but it was not officially announced, so we were not allowed to announce it or talk about it. But it is, as of last week, it is official. Obviously, Tim Huddleston, who runs Irwindale has now closed. He also bought Kern Speedway, so we're still working with him there. He is officially, as of last Monday, taking over Famoso Dragway in northern Bakersfield. Kern is sort of southern Bakersfield. This is kind of northern Bakersfield, but that drag strip has been there for a long time. It's really known for it's a full quarter-mile drag strip. Not that we'll be doing quarter miles, but it's a full quarter-mile drag strip. It's got a beautiful, mostly paved area next to it, almost the whole quarter mile. It's going to be a very good venue for what TFK. I mean, it is a venue set up for drag racing.
So that's
It is.
perfect.
So
It's perfect.
and they are, there are plans to put a drag strip at Kern. But if things work out at Famoso, we just might keep these two events in separate locations and keep this one at Famoso, and it'll be the drag racing event because that's what we do at TFK. And we don't need the circle track and all the other stuff. So so it's officially that it will be there. It'll be May 3rd and 4th, like we had announced before. We thought it was going to be at Irwindale. It was news to us a little earlier than everybody else, but still news to us nonetheless.
But we expected it to come.
I didn't expect it to come this fast, but it did come fast, and here we are. So they've had their last event, and Tim has officially taken over Famoso, and he's very excited about making that venue. That venue is known for having some classic NHRA antique, vintage drag racing. There's a couple big events it has every year, but Tim is a promoter and a track owner, and he wants to have lots of events, different things, and obviously Trucker for Kids, and Trucker for Kids is not a stranger to Famoso. About 15 years ago, when LACR in Palmdale closed, Trucker for Kids moved to Famoso for 2 years before it went to Fontana for 1 year and then to Irwindale since then. So I remember those years at Famoso, and
2005, right?
4, 5,
5 and
6,
6.
yeah.
I think so.
Those were good years. I mean, they were good shows. I mean, there were some challenges with the venue, but what a venue aren't. But it's out in the middle of nowhere, like Kern. It's in a different part of the nowhere, surrounded by farmland.
On the other side.
And I think it's going to be a great venue and a great event. So that is where we are gonna have our event. Of course, we had a great one last year, and we were excited about that. And I truly believe that tapping into the central community, the Central Valley, like Kern did at the rodeo. I think it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna tap into a whole new audience. There'll be people coming over the hill. And
Annette.
Thank you, Annette. Yeah, the jet cars will have somewhere to slow down, right? Oh, that's right. So anyway, so that'll be big for us, changing venues. We were just kind of getting into a vibe over there at Irwindale, and nope, no vibes. Nope. So start fresh again, but that's okay. Kind of excited,
Yeah.
And you know what? And Famoso, I think that's cool about this Irwindale. As much history as there was there, I don't know. I just never felt like super connected there. I'm sorry, I just never did. It was where we went to do Trucking for Kids. To me, and that was kind of it. Now, we could talk to some other folks, and they're gonna just say, "Oh man, my heart and everything went into that place," and and it did. And I get why. I understand. I'm not
Right.
understanding of it. I get it, but I feel so much more connected to what's going on right now. And Famoso, historically, gosh, I mean, there's stuff that goes on there that people don't know about. There's testing that goes on there all year long. that the big NHRA teams are over there doing testing. And now we're going to be a part of that. I love the idea of keeping the show separate, 2 different locations, 2 different experiences. I think that's definitely the way to go. And I mean, what a great experience we had over at Kevin Harvick, hanging out with Kevin, and and now we've got hanging out, and now we get a chance to go to Famoso. Hey Dan, I know we've got a bunch of more stuff in here, but we've already 20 minutes in. Let's bring some folks in, and then we can kind of gather around some of the other stuff that we've got to do. I know we want to talk about some special things that our friend Carl at Rockwood has got out there, and we'll get that out there. And that is the Rockwood calendar, of course, that he puts out every year. And I just as a quick note, how many calendars did you say he put out? He printed how many?
I'm not allowed. I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Oh, you're not allowed? Okay. All right. Never mind. I just, when you told me that number, I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So anyway, let's leave it at this. There's 150 left. So if you guys want a bitchin' calendar, we're going to show you how to do that here, but we're going to bring some folks in right now. I want to bring in Mr. Marty Miles, Mr. Dustin Dickerson, Tim and April Sieben.
Hey,
look at that. And who else do we got in here? Oh, John and Kim Jakes, right? Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas,
I don't think we can't have
Happy New Year.
Christmas.
We can't have Dustin Dickerson and not have Kendall Dickerson in here. I'm going to have to remove the
I was going to
set
say,
here.
you can't see her face.
Yep, I'm going to remove the set, and then that way
There she is.
well, Kendall. Okay, I know you're like the one who's going to be the most hip and cool, but turn your phone.
Okay.
That a girl. Oh, look at that. That a girl. There you go. Yeah, you're cute.
Y'all are not in the same place, obviously.
Yeah.
No, not tonight.
Let me see. I think I've got room. Let's see, 1. I got 3, 6. We can do. I think we can do 10. Cody Davis, what's going on? You're in there.
Hey.
How you going?
Caleb, all the way from Texas. What's going on, Caleb?
How are y'all?
Caleb's got to be that guy too, and have his phone in the wrong orientation.
He's like, fine.
Attaboy.
I spent
I
so
don't
much
like
time
Brady
getting it all
Bunch.
set right.
I don't know if I can
I
fit
know,
any
it
more.
is
There's
pretty
Brian,
bad.
same deal. Brian, get with the program, dude. Okay.
We're right here.
Maybe I can get everybody in. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
Oh, we're
my.
limited to 10. So Mike, you're gonna have to sit on the outside for a minute.
Aw.
Sorry, buddy. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Since Brian won't get his frickin' phone straightened out. Oh, neither is Mike. That's it. All right. You guys get with the program, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna go back with Brian. So first of all, I want to say welcome to the show, guys. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Caleb, smile for me, brother. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Okay, I think I'm on here.
You're on.
You're
on.
on, man. Yeah, it's live. It's not Memorex. So for those of us that are old enough to know that one. Welcome and glad to have you guys take the time out of your after Christmas stuff, whatever's going on, and join us here on the show today. I'll just kind of start with where I am on here, and Marty's got George Strait back in the show with him again. So welcome, George and Marty. Good to have you guys and drinking a Coors Light there. I'm assuming, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Got a Coors Light going? Yeah. Okay. Marty, how'd your Christmas go, buddy?
Went good. Been unfortunately kind of dry. We did not have a white Christmas in the western side of or the eastern side of Wyoming. I think.
Well, that's
Cody's
okay,
probably
right?
Cody probably got a little white Christmas over on the western side.
Yeah, we're
We had
white.
the wind, but we had really good weather. It was like 50 degrees, so we had got together with family and enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun.
Well, and no snow is okay, isn't it? I mean, I don't want any snow.
We need the
myself.
moisture. I'm not gonna lie, and especially where I'm home and not trucking. Snow all you want.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So did you have a chance to think about the questions we were putting out there? What was your best 2024, man? What happened?
The best was a big part with you guys being involved in the trucker rodeo. That was
Well, that's really nice of you
how
to
much
say.
fun that was. It was with you guys. Angelina was a big part of that too, for helping me go on in that deal, and we just had an absolute blast. And I'm really looking forward to next year for that deal.
Well, does that answer both questions, 24 and
I think so.
25 then?
He took the
I
low
don't have
hanging
any other
fruit.
major life altering move. I'm going to start the year with a new turbo and air to air on my truck, and that's about all I can say.
Hey, you know what?
With a bang, literally.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, not in a good way, but
It's truck.
yeah, it's trucking, man. That's what happens. Air to air. Yeah, you know what? Repairs are that's just part of rolling down the road. You're
Yep.
gonna need repair. The guy
It's
next
a
to you
tax
on my
write-off.
screen, the guy next to you in my screen would be Dustin Dickerson. He could always help you with that kind of stuff. So,
We got you covered.
so that leads me into Dustin. Dustin, how you doing?
Doing real good. How are you this evening?
Good, man. Good to see you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys too. Yeah,
How's 2024 treat you?
it was pretty good. I mean, overall, business was down a little bit. I think a lot of people could probably say that, especially in the trucking industry. I think if you made it through, you were it's probably a positive note for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was probably too much in a growth pattern. I know we weren't, unfortunately. I mean, we held our own. We did well, but we weren't setting any new records by any means. But we're expanding. We're working hard. Trying to get to a point where we're ready to grow heavily in 25.
Well, I mean, listen, bottom line is, and we always say this as long as, and it was even more of kind of a philosophy during the COVID years, man. And it's so weird, isn't it? I don't know. It's not just me. I can't be the only one, but we have this timeline now of there's the COVID years. Remember, the hell we went through in those COVID years now. And you look back at that and it's just like, whoa, what a freaking mess. But I mean,
We actually lived through that.
yeah, there's still crap going on and lingering for a lot of us from that period of time. It just won't go away.
Yeah, we deal with a lot of parts that I swear, sensors, wiring harnesses, things like that they didn't have in my opinion, they didn't have their A team in there building all that stuff.
Right.
They didn't have all the necessary, checks and balances in because they just weren't allowed to have people that close together. I mean, we still deal with stuff. I mean, when you get a new part and the new part's bad and you replaced it and, you kind of mentally check that off your list of what could possibly be wrong with it or what you get. And then you end up chasing your tail right back to the spot where you started and replace the new part again. And then there you go. That's really frustrating. Doesn't happen a whole bunch, but it's certainly happening a lot more, with like electric parts seems to be the worst, starters, alternators, things like that is what we're finding. Turbos. We get a lot of turbos that leak right out of the box. So
You hear that, Marty? Marty?
I made it
Well,
2 years.
And listen, my own observations of this, and Miss Julia and I, when we went to breakfast yesterday, our observation was it just feels like, and this isn't everywhere, so it's not like let's not just jump down and be a big negative, but the reality of it is there's still a lot of fallout. There's still a lot of lack in quality. There's a huge gap in what used to be the service industry and what it is supposed to be versus what it is right now, and how it's like if people are doing you a favor to even come talk to you and take your order sometimes. You're just like, man, I'm here supporting your business. Treat me like you care about me and that you want me to come back. Otherwise, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I think the bar for customer service is set so low anymore, especially in the trucking industry, that you don't really even have to try to look like a real rock star in that ball game. I mean, if you just I always tell guys at the shop, if we just call the customer back, we're probably going to get the job. I mean, it just doesn't.
You answered the phone. Hi.
It's almost, and no joke, it's almost that easy.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
and we're not perfect in that. We don't get every single phone call returned. As best we possibly can. We do, but yeah, I mean, we just try to. Honestly, COVID was terrible, but it's left the door wide open for us to grow, and I feel like we're positioned really well to be able to, come out of the gates running here next year.
Well, I'm glad. So I think we kind of got 24 and 25 out of you. What do you think about 10-4? Is there anything we can do to make ourselves and look better or feel better? What do you think?
Well, you guys are always a top notch deal. You know what I mean? It's always been quite a.
I got an idea.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Place an ad. We need your ad in there. You know it would look good.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that was not part of our pre-production meeting, but holy crap, dude.
You walked me right into that one.
I teed it up and he just hit it out of the park.
That was a grand slam right there. But no, we do. We have quite a program that we're getting together internally, and we'll definitely be talking with you guys about advertising and different things we're trying to launch with parts for rigs, and we got some new product lines coming out with some other stuff that we're doing that I can't talk about just yet. We're not quite ready to launch it, but it's exciting. You know what I mean? It's exciting. We're really looking forward to a lot of it, and 10-4 will definitely be a big part of what we do there.
I'm gonna take Brian out of the mix because Brian, I don't know if he fell asleep or what happened, but I'm gonna bring it over to Kendall. Kendall, how are you, darling?
Good. How are you?
I'm gonna get the other part of the Dickerson contention over here and talk to her. So the better looking of the two, but definitely the up and coming star, man. What's the deal here? I bring you into the mix and you're two-timing with me with Big Rig Barbie. What's that all about?
We were in Texas and she saw me helping. Yeah, we were in Texas. I was at Old Town Rig Down. I was with Evan helping him park trucks, and I guess she saw me, thought I was cute or something. But
I talked to her last week, and in fact, want to let everybody know we're gonna take next week off. There won't be Studio 10-4 live Wednesday or at all next week, but we'll be back the following week with Big Rig Barbie. So we chuckled. I laughed because I thought, man, she's taking it, and it all started with a little interview at Matt's one year at one of the trucks you guys built, and this little fireball standing there in the lineup of the Dickerson family, and I'm like, hey, check her out. She's full of energy. Let's come over here, and it's gone from there. So good for you. Good for you.
Also
all
helped us
good.
there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that? What about you?
And I got a good review for the. I asked Molly where she about buckles, and she had bought you a buckle.
Oh yeah, I should have worn mine today.
That name, I believe.
Yeah.
And they done good.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Those
She's got
buckles,
a couple of dinner plate ones there at home.
Exactly. Those are platters, man. Those
Yeah.
are platters. Yeah.
There's a bigger size. We did not go all the way. We went
You
medium.
can't get scared, Dan. Come on now.
I know. I'm like, someone doesn't wear that. Right?
In California, that's a weapon, man.
Yeah. That's
Kendall,
totally true.
Give us your 2024 and your 2025. What was good? What's coming up in 25 for you?
Well, 24, I really enjoyed going to all the shows and stuff. I've been starting to get a lot more involved in doing some of the work at the shop, and I've gotten into pinstriping recently. So I've done a few pieces here and there, kind of just playing around. I'm not to the point where I would call myself a professional yet, but I'm beginner level good, I guess is what you would say.
Well, you know what? Here's all I got to say about that is what I said to you earlier tonight. Stay in school, and Dustin, get ready, buddy, because she's gonna run your shop, son.
Hey, that's all right.
He's
I've already got the weekly allowance, so I'm going to be charging to so I can just sit there. I mean, we're going on vacation next week. I'm good. She can just mail me a check. It's fine. It's fine.
My dad used to tell me when I was a kid, he said, I want you to whatever you're going to do it well so that you can take care of me in my older age in a way of which I am accustomed to.
Yeah,
And,
there you go. That's no truer word spoken. You hear that, daughter? Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, listen, Kendall, we love you and can't wait to have you at Matt's this year again in
Yeah, I'm
2024. And we'll get you geared up in some 10-4 gear and out there and in front of the camera and on the mic and talking to some truckers out there. What do you think?
Sounds good. I'm excited.
All right. I'm excited about it too. I am. Let's see. Who do we got next in here? Caleb, what's going on, buddy?
Another day in paradise.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Merry
New Year as
Christmas,
well. How's
everyone.
things? How's things with you, man? What's going on in the big state of Texas?
Well, it's been raining a lot, so there ain't much to do right now.
Well, shit, that's boating season then.
Ugh, no.
From what I saw, and when we were in Texas, one of the last times we were there, and it was when they still had the Dallas show, was it? Or was it? It must have been, right? It had to have been Dallas, but it rained, and we were there during Hurricane Hugo. Wasn't that it, Dan?
I don't know.
I think
was
it
a really
was.
bad one.
Yeah,
A really
and
bad
and you know, we weren't anywhere near Houston. We're in Dallas, but the whole frickin' place is flooded, man. There's nowhere for the water to go. So
Well, that's
You know.
the thing. Like, whenever it rains in Texas, it's all rain. That's for
Yeah.
dang sure.
yeah, so I just thought, well, that must mean it's boating season then, because you got no way to drive around in this place. You got to
Right.
get a boat. Just get a
Oh, my
freaking boat out,
goodness.
man. But
As much water as I had standing out in the yard, you could probably got a boat across the yard.
there you go.
yesterday.
There you go. Hey, I want to say thank you, and I know Dan probably does as well. But thanks for sending your truck and your guy out to the trucker rodeo and making an appearance at the show. And we look forward to 2025 and having you out there. And hopefully we get a low boy heavy haul competition going this next time around. And
That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
yeah, I think
We're
Make
looking
He
it
at-
enjoyed it.
we're
He
looking
said it
at
was an awesome time. I wish I could have made it, but unfortunate circumstances. But
Yep,
we'll be
yep.
there next year.
And
Well,
your
you call
dad's
me,
good.
we'll talk about how
Oh yeah,
this-
he's doing great.
You
Good.
call me, Caleb, and we'll talk about how this could go.
Perfect.
Give me your
There
2
you go.
cents, and we'll see where
You-
it goes.
You
We can
you
do
are
that.
you are now officially entered into the 10-4 consultants ring.
All righty.
Marty knows what that's like.
It's high stress.
There's guys like Marty Miles in there, so just know that going in.
High stress, low pay.
Yeah, high stress.
It happens.
I
We're
bet.
used to that. We're in the trucking industry.
Yeah.
A lot of hydration required.
So Caleb, share what 24 was like, and what are we looking like going into 25?
24 was good. Like everybody said, it's a little bit slow, but it was good overall. I was glad to get that new little day cab done and get it out for everybody to see. And 25, I feel like it's going to be a good year. I feel like a lot of doors are going to open up, and we're just going to have a good all around year.
You know, I gotta say, man, I mean, social media is such a funny, fickle thing, and there's so much that goes on in there that, you know, you never know. Is it true? Is it not? What is it? And I think all of us in here have done a good job of at least putting out some good messages and sharing some good images that have helped, I think, even if, you're not having the best year, keep the energy flowing, man, and keep people feeling good about what is or isn't going on out there, and might, keep people motivated. So don't change a thing, keep it going, and keep heading that way. What do you think about 10-4? Are we doing okay, or we need some help?
Heck, y'all are perfect as always.
Damn.
Stop it. No.
Caleb, I appreciate that. And you tell your dad, you tell Galen we said howdy and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year too. I appreciate that. And
Will do.
And again, can't say how much we hope to see you out in Bakersfield, California. And
That's the game plan.
Well, good.
Okay.
That's what we
November
want to do.
November 7th and 9th. Mark her down now.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
if there's gonna be a low bed competition going on, we're definitely gonna be there.
All right.
What's happening at Matt's? Let me ask you, and I'm going to swing back to Dustin too on this one. But what's happening at Matt's? So you got something big and exciting coming up, or what?
We're gonna take 2 trucks, and if another one gets done, we'll take that one. But we'll see how that goes.
Okay, right on. You know, Matt's is interesting now. There's shows within shows, and now with the rearrangement again. So 2 years in a row with new footprint. The South Mall area, whatever you want to call it, South Wing is now the West Wing. So, and I'm stoked. For me, that's great because that keeps me kind of in a straight line with everything now instead of having to jog all the way across country to go to the West Wing anymore. But I think they're nailing it. So good for them. But big changes. So the other thing is guys bringing their show trucks and they're just parking them inside. You did that, others have as well. And they're parked inside because you're part of a product or a brand or something going on inside, right? Are you doing that again?
So far not yet, but you never know. Could happen. But right now I'm planning on taking 2 up there, and like I said, if the third one gets done for then, we'll go ahead and take that one too.
Shit, you're gonna bring 3. There's guys struggling to do 1 here, man. You're kind of an overachiever there, buddy.
Well, one of them's just old news. It's Haas, my red truck, but
yeah,
we spruced up some things on it and want to show it off and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see you guys, and I hope that you get everything you want accomplished here, closing out the year and going into the new year in 2025. So appreciate you jumping in with us today and being here. John and Kim Jakes, what are you doing over there? I got you guys next in my rotation. What's happening? Where are you guys at?
We're in Florida.
You're in Florida. Oh,
Warm,
so
rainy weather.
it's like warm there, right?
Yes. And the
Yeah,
beach is awesome.
Hey, I got home last night after being gone for a few days. It was 50 degrees in the house. It was about 40 something outside. And then today, when I come down into the office, I sit down I started to sit down in my chair, and underneath my desk where my feet go was a scorpion. So, yeah,
No
man.
way.
And it wasn't no little one either. Little bastard was, anyway. He's no longer with us, but
That's good.
Apparently, it wasn't the group,
yeah.
and you didn't have a blackout.
Yeah, so we got rid of him. But how are you guys doing, and what's happening in your world, man?
Beach therapy, beach holiday.
When
Oh,
are you
yeah.
guys not on a beach holiday?
I was
Come
gonna
on.
say, you're always there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get to the
it-
and next up is no.
I could move here. Believe me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. It gets hot, but it doesn't snow.
yeah. No, not at all. Well, there is some tornado-y things going on there. So.
Well, yeah, but I'm originally from Iowa, so we had them there. They can predict those, unlike earthquakes.
Well, tell us about 24 for you guys. What was it like, and what's 25 going to be looking like ahead of you?
24 was a go, but 25 will make us feel alive again.
Yep.
I like that.
Okay. Right on.
Hey, Marty, that's gooder, right?
Yeah, that's more gooder.
That's more
Oh,
good.
boy.
That's right.
That's more gooder.
Gooder.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys tuning in. Anything 10-4 can do to make your lives better?
Well, like Hammett said, it's perfect.
That's right.
Okay.
Just keep
All
doing
right.
what we're doing.
Amen. If it ain't
All
broke,
right.
don't fix it, right?
Everybody always says good things, so we got to be doing something right.
Well, yeah.
Look
And
at
hey,
all the
by
great
the way-
people in the audience.
And anybody that's hanging out with us, you guys can chime in anytime you want. Don't feel like you're having to sit there and be wallflowers. Be part of the conversation. If you got something to say, like John and Kim, you suck for living in Florida while the rest of us freeze our asses off. Go ahead and say that. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Otter gooder.
Oh,
Yeah.
it rained today. I wanted to go through the car wash. I have a favorite car wash here, and I didn't get to. Tomorrow.
Well, see,
Yeah.
you need to move to Oregon because it don't matter if it rains or not. That's just another day here, and the car wash is open every day, even if it rains.
Always
I know.
open, but yeah.
I got mine washed
Tomorrow.
yesterday, so we're good. All right, let's go over to the Siebes and see what's happening, man. Event staff, Mr. Tim Sieben, April, what's going on?
That's an OG TFK
I
shirt.
know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He must have went really deep in the drawer. After laundry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
either somebody's not
laundry.
doing their laundry, you know, they needs his laundry done. He's digging for something. Where's a clean shirt? How are you guys? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Christmas.
Yeah, no, we're
Happy
doing
New
great.
Year.
We're doing good. Life's good.
By the way, Miss Julia in the audience wants to know In-N-Out in Florida. I'm going to say no, but
Nope.
No.
no.
Not
Their-
yet.
Yeah, their rule, In-N-Out's rule is that it has to be within range to be trucked fresh because they don't freeze anything. So if they can't truck it to you fresh, you're not gonna have an In-N-Out burger. That's their deal.
That's okay. Vero Beach has the Ocean Grill. That beats anything In-N-Out could do.
What do you
Trust
think,
me.
Mike?
And Gigi
Oh, yeah.
Pizza.
Yeah. We're good.
I don't know what Mike's got going on down there, but it looks like a bottle of booze. Hey, Mike, turn your phone sideways and we could see you and whatever you're drinking there, buddy. VSO. Oh, Hennessy. Okay, whatever.
And my house is under construction.
I've got a nice IPA here it's like 10%, and it's kind of Hop Valley. It's pretty good, man. Pretty good stuff. So let's hear about it, Siebes. What's going on? What looked good in 24, and what's 25 looking like?
24 was great. Obviously, the rodeo was the big draw and everything that happened with that. So I was amazed how well received that rodeo was and how much fun it was as well. But looking at 25, you kind of alluded to it a little bit, John. That
Come on up here.
Irwindale, it was just a place for TFK, and I think now that we're going to see it at Famoso, I think we're going to be able to find a way to remove any stagnation that may have kind of formed on TFK. We're going to revive it and make it a bigger and better show than ever. And now we've got a quarter mile. We can really let the jet cars fly. So no, I think it's going to be good.
Well, and I got to say, I mean, these venues, I got to shout out to Tim Huddleston. Listen, you got to work with people to make things happen the way we want. And Steph, come back and I'll bring you in there, darling. I didn't know you were in a hurry, but come back real quick and I'll bring you in. Sorry about that.
Get back here, Stephanie.
Tim and 10-4, it seems like it's all come together, and there's two great venues that we now have access to in ways that just there was no way to make it happen like that down in Irwindale. It just didn't work,
Yeah, I agree. And I think we've all really, connected with Tim and his crew, Will included, and the group that run that. And they're just a great bunch of people. And I think they feel the same about us. And so it's been a very good relationship, and it's just grown to be very, very well received. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to how it's going to be and what's going on. Brian, I think I can bring you back in there now, buddy. There you go.
Good, Brian.
Hey, Brian. Where's your puppy?
Hey, yeah, Pac West, Pac Northwest, right there. You're up here somewhere in Oregon, right, Brian? Hello, Brian Welsh.
Yes, maybe he's not.
Oh, I think he vapor locked. Look at that. He vapor locked. It's like just. Okay. Everybody talk crap about Brian. He's not in the room right now.
Brian.
Turn your phone.
Hey, did Stephanie come back?
Oh my gosh, too funny, man. Stephanie did not come back. Nope. She has big doings in Wisconsin going on. Brian, are you live with us now, buddy? Hey, Brian Welsh, can you hear me? check, audio check. Okay.
Forgot to turn the audio on.
Yeah, he's there, but he's not there, you know. Hey man, I know psilocybin's legal up in Portland, but stay out of that shit. My sister Sherry, how are you, sweetheart? And Sherry has COVID right now. Yeah, it's still a thing. So apparently, and she's getting through it. So I hope you feel better. And we'll talk now that you can talk. If you can be on the show, we can talk. So anyway, Tim, you know what? So going into 25, we covered the 24-25. What about 10-4, man? You're part of it, buddy. What can we do to make it better?
What can I do to help you make it better? I think one of the questions we need to ask. No, but I think we're on the right track, especially with rodeo. It's going to be another way of being visible to the public, and then I think we'll just see 10-4 grow with both these shows happening now. One that's really sponsoring a great charity, which is Shriners, and then the 10-4 Rodeo, which is just an awesome show to have and be able to have some of those old school events. I think 10-4 is just gonna be gooder in 25.
Be gooder.
I hear about all the shows from my parents, and I haven't worked a show in a while, but hearing about how amazing 10-4 has been at the rodeo and the last few Trekking for Kids, I can't wait to be back. And just
back this year?
I'm going to try and be back and work the shows.
She's coming back.
Stay in school, Gracie. Stay in school.
Stay in school. I know, but I just hear
three words, baby. 3 words. Stay in school.
Absolutely. And I just hear how awesome the shows are, and it's like, man, it's just getting to like see how proud my parents are being a part of it. It's so good to see like the impact that they make, and so I think 10-4 is doing awesome, doing great. Just keep being awesome, keeping
right on,
stellar.
Right on. I like it.
I have one word: pre-register.
And so it begins.
All right. You got it in. You got that in. That's good. All right. Cody, what's going on? Mr. Cody Davis hanging out there in the realm. What's happening, man?
Not much. We got sick of the snow in western Wyoming, so we ran away to southern Utah.
Oh yeah. And how'd that work out?
It's a lot warmer.
Oh good. Oh good. Yeah.
Like how southern?
Wow.
Southern Utah, a lot warmer. What's it, 50 degrees?
It was 65 today, St. George.
Whoa.
Hey, that's good for us. It was like -5 at the house yesterday, so we'll take it.
Yeah. No, you're in the right place.
George, you're probably spending some money.
Yeah, you're in the right place, man. It's been kind of unseasonably warm up here in the Pacific Northwest as well. But the high country's gotten snow. So we're good. It's working out, and I'm cool. Like I said before, I'm good without snow. I don't need it. I'm not a fan, so I'll pass.
Sand is better than snow.
That's right. My wife's addicted to the red dirt, so that's why we come down here.
Right on. Oh yeah, well, plenty of that in Utah. So what about 24, man? How was it? How did it work out for you guys?
Man, 24 was good for us. We didn't get to go around to as many shows as we would have liked to, but I mean, we had a good year.
Now, did you sell your truck? Is it gone?
The green one's gone, yeah. Now we're working on the new one, Pay Dirt.
All right, buddy. Pay Dirt, huh?
Yeah.
So is there a gold mining story in there on that or what?
No, it just got we did a lot of gold flake in it, so it's kind of it's an orange, but it kind of comes off as brown some, so it kind of looks like dirt. So that's kind of why we went with Pay Dirt.
Okay. All right. That's cool. I think I like that. So, and that's going to be making its debut at Mid-America. Is that right?
Yeah, we'll have it out there at Matt's. Yep. We're working it to the bone right now, trying to get the miles on it. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're not doing.
How those tires looking? Those tires looking okay?
I'm trying to get them worn out just for Matt, and I'm going to park right next to Matt this year.
Oh boy.
I might have kept those tires from last year just to put back on just for Matt's.
You know, I think if you go on the dark web, you can get ECMs for show trucks if you want to show miles. And
Oh my God.
yeah, man, that's a hot ticket. The Mats, they call them the Mats special, I think, or something. But
Yeah.
so 24, 25, man, what's happening? What happened and what's going to happen?
Yeah, well, we've got some big things going on with us. I've ended up purchasing part of Agar, and we're headed to the shop or to the office, and going to be running Agar with Paul.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Well, and this is all obviously a good thing. So congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, we waited till the big news in November before we made a decision, and we think the industry's only going up from here. So we partnered, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, man. You know what? I hope everybody that's listening and watching right now and that hears this on the playback, you know, can grab some energy from the positive things that are happening and going to happen in 25, man. I mean, it's not going to get handed to anybody. You got to go out and get it, but go out and get it and make it happen. Right.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Are we going to see you in Bakersfield sometime this year?
You might see us at Matt's. We'd love to come in November, but that's kind of right in the middle of the fall run, and we're absolutely nuts. I don't know how Marty got time to go down there. Good for him, but I was crazy. So
He's just a part-time trucker.
Yeah, I'm just a hobby trucker.
He's hobby trucking. Yeah, there you go. That's it. I gotta kind of go.
You're just afraid of all the running and the cow loading competition. I know it. You're
Absolutely.
scared of Marty.
It's a
You're
lot
scared.
more
I know
work than
it.
we made
You're
it
scared of
look
him.
like. I'll guarantee you that.
I watched the video of him backing up on there. I couldn't back up that good. So
Well, actually, neither did he. So it was
Yeah,
kind
I backed up too good. I went a little too far.
I saw you had portable chutes, so at least it would move for your trailer a little bit.
Yeah,
well, they did.
that's the thing.
Right out of
He
the
did
block,
it real
though.
nice. He just wouldn't stop. He just kept pushing it.
We need to do the old school thing, drag a chain out to back your tire over so it sucks. the
That's
heat up
right.
to the trailer. Yeah, we need to try
There you
that next
go.
time.
I want to jump back over to Dustin for a minute. You know, we didn't really talk about this much, but 2024, and this kind of goes into my 24, but the show Matt's was incredible. The Big Rig Build Off was incredible. Storm Surge, you know, in my opinion, Davis Brothers, no slouch. You know, I think the right truck won and took the first place that it should have. Had Storm Surge had, you know,
the
things
the
that
dash
needed to be done. It would have been a different deal, but that truck was special, man. So
yeah, it's really cool. We're
Is that pay dirt, Brian?
we're probably gonna get Storm Surge back up there. We've got a different dash in it now. We've done a lot of reprogramming to all of our different things the way we've done. So that truck doesn't have any kind of switches or anything at all to it, just like it was in Louisville. But we've got 2 screens now. We actually put a 359 style dash in it, recreated all the cage layouts. It's all virtual, thumbprint reader to get it all going. It's really, really cool now.
No, I thought we shared that. Did we not share that on?
Yeah, you did.
I thought we did. Yeah.
I was gonna say we may have. Yeah, that's nothing completely new. We got it finished up there right before Rantoul actually.
Yeah.
So,
well, and so is Storm Surge going to be your truck then for 25 at Matt's?
At Matt's, yeah, but it won't be our mainliner show truck for 25. We've got another heavy hitter coming out.
All right. Okay, that's why I brought it back over to you. I wasn't sure what you had going on and what was gonna be happening.
We're building the Kenworth. I'll let it out of the bag a little bit. We're gonna have a Kenworth for 25. So kind of shatter the mold a little bit. Everybody, probably presumably right. It seems to think we only do Peterbilts, but it's just what we get. It's not that we only work on one or the other. It's just what it seems like we tend to get. So we got a customer out of Florida that asked us to build him a W9. So we got that going on. It's going to be a combo, and we're actually going to be unveiling it at I-75 because he's pretty local to 75 Chrome. So we're going to we're just going to unveil it down there. It's kind of a hometown show for him. He's got a lot of friends in the area, so really, really looking forward to that one. It's going to be something special.
All right.
So,
See what I started, John? I win one show with a Kenworth. Now everybody's gonna start doing Kenworths.
That's right.
all these imposters, all these posers, man.
Ain't nothing like a Pete, baby.
I mean, we even got Troy Massey to build a W9. Now we're gonna get Strayer doing them. You watch.
Yeah. We're only doing 589s with Zach. The notorious builds. That's all 589s right now. So you're safe in
working
that
on him
respect.
for another show build.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny how this all is going to start happening here, and what I mean is, at the end of the year, and it just means for a lot of guys, they're going to start rolling on into 25, and it's going to be getting ready for mats and kind of game on. Everything's going to start happening again.
We'll be honest before we know it.
I wanted to say a shout out here to our buddy Frank Strohmeyer. Frank looks like he just texted me, and he's just out. So yeah, Frank is a great contributor for the magazine and shows up at Matt's pretty much every year, and just helps out and helps us get done. Hey, look who's in there! Got the mother daughter team going on over here. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thanks. You too.
You're welcome. The whole Dickerson thing, man. Let me tell you, if you guys don't know the story, neither do I, but it's cool.
Where's Molly?
It's kind of like the coolest in-law outlaw thing that there ever was for a family. I got to tell you, man. I don't know. Yeah.
Say hi.
Hey, Molly, get over there and say hi, would you? Yeah.
Here. They're asking. She's trying to wrangle up one of our kids right now. We got a bunch of heathens running around here.
All right.
Yeah, here she is.
Hi, Molly. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. There you go. Love it. And there's a little Dickerson right there.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? My hat I had you guys make at Matt's, it's kind of irrelevant now, man. The whole Brandon thing sort of died, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that hat bar was something else. I thought when the girls started doing that at Louisville, it might be just a few hats or whatever. And we ended up doing that at dang near every show.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up making more hats than I did selling parts. I'll tell you that. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's truckers for you, man. That's just kind of how we roll. You got to have a hat, no matter what. Yeah. So, hey, Kendall, introduce your mom, by the way, because I did not. So,
My mom, Casey.
All right, everybody. There you go. We just.
It looks like she should be in Florida.
Yeah.
I'll be in Mexico on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Nice.
Hey, Kendall, check this out. Can you do one of these? Just gotta go whack. Oh man, I'll tell you what. Well, Molly, thanks for jumping in. Good to see you. Look forward to seeing you at Matt's.
Oh yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, I know you will.
We're gonna have a booth inside this year, a booth outside, and sounds like probably take Storm Surge too. So swing by. We'll need the help.
Oh yeah, we'll be by. We'll be talking.
We're taking your help. What are you talking about? We'll swing by, all right. Hey, come on.
I gotta grab my protege over here and bring her along out here to help me get the job done, man.
Social media star.
That's right.
I'll get some of that electric dog fence. I'll put it around there. That way she can go outside.
Is she gonna wear like the neck zapper so if she goes too far?
Yeah.
I really need one of those for Dustin actually at the shop. It's hard to find it.
Hey, I gotta ask.
I'm going outside the ring.
I gotta ask because I've been down this road myself. All right, raised 4 girls. Kendall, you got a boyfriend?
Yes, he'll be at Matt's.
Oh, really?
He's actually a
Yeah.
good kid.
Yeah, everybody likes him.
Sometimes we like him more than we like her.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's nicer.
He is a good kid, but we'll make sure and grill him, John. Let's put him right on there. We'll put,
Yeah. You need to give him the old, you know what? I ain't scared going back to prison.
That's right. That's right. What's that
Uncle
movie? Bad
JT.
Boys.
I was lucky, man. I lived in a small town when I was raising those girls, and they all knew me and my truck, and just figured they better not mess with my girls, and nobody did. But yeah, there was some that tried, and I'll tell you, that guy learned his lesson. So Kendall, this guy better measure up. I got to tell you right now. All right. Mike, you've been hanging over here with us, buddy. What's shaking, man?
Just working and got through Christmas and visited the grandkids and went and looked at the new place. Got the South Center construction.
Yeah, you do. You got the rock happening up there on the ceiling, right?
Yeah, they're gonna come shoot it tomorrow, and then I've been sanding on the outside, getting that ready for paint. And
This
I
is the
did
house you're
three
leaving?
garbage runs. What was that?
This is the house you're leaving?
Yeah, the house. It's gonna be better than my new house. Isn't that nice?
You're not going to want to go.
I know. When it's done, it's gonna be badass too. But
You're like the guy that cleans the house before the party, so that you got a clean house, and then everybody comes and shows up and destroys it, and you're fixing your place up as you hit the exit, man.
Well, I think the real estate guy's gonna like furnish it and spruce it up, I guess, to show it. But that has nothing to do with me. So I'll be gone and either living in my RV at my property or might get that place sooner than we think. Who knows? We'll see.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
Look good.
Did you guys see it? I showed you.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
Motocross track in the back.
Motocross track in the back.
Yes,
Oh,
sir. So tell us about 24 and what's coming up in 25, man.
Just glad to get through it, and just glad to have Trump for president coming up. I think things are going to be 100% better. And what do you guys think?
It'll be gooder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gooder. There you go.
It's already better. We're getting service. We're getting bottle service while we sit on the show.
More gooder.
Thank you, Donald Trump.
do the Trump.
Too fast.
Hey,
The Trump dance.
we're in a very confusing state and time right now.
Service, John. Poor service.
Did I say the wrong thing?
I don't know. No, not at all, man. No, it's a confusing time in our country right now because there is a guy that is supposedly the president, but he's not really. So, but rabbit holes we don't want to go down in this show. Yeah. So,
yeah.
In 25's looking good.
Yeah, just when I get moved out there, I think I'm only gonna work like 3 days a week, and because I'm gonna have to commute a little bit, and my truck's been getting thrashed every day out here in the muck, but I come home and I'm so anal, I clean it, and then the next day it rains. So the other day I came home and I said, no, I'm not gonna wash it 'cause it's gonna rain tomorrow, but I had a little engine light issue when I go have the oil and fuel filter changed. They can't start it, so it's the what's that thing called?
Losing its prime.
Yeah, it's the prime pressure valve. I changed that, and then put all new filters, new canister, and now it starts up. You don't have to prime it off another truck to start it. It was that bad. So now everything's good. That valve was my cost was about $700, and it was only held on by like a couple bolts, and then where the fuel lines go on each end, it's like a little pressure sensor thing that pushes the fuel into the the main fuel filter canister.
And the neck bone's connected to the shoulder bone, and the shoulder bone connected to the chest bone.
It's coming out there. Is it
Hey man, you not only went down the rabbit hole, man, you caved the son of a gun in on you. So no, we get it. It's fixed, and $700, man. I'll tell you something, man. $1,000 now is $100 used to be, and it's just stupid what things cost. I'm hoping that we get things back to being a little bit better. Gasoline, I got to say, I traveled this week, and there was price differences in fuel back in November where it was $1 more or even more than $1 more a gallon in California than it was up here. That gap has closed quite a bit, not because we've gone up, but because California has come down a little bit, but not all that much. So
ours is about 4.5, 4 and change.
I was seeing $5 for diesel all over the place, but gasoline, mid-grade here, which I runs $3.39, and in California you can't even hardly find mid-grade, but premium and regulars $3.79 a gallon, I think, down there. So anyway, all in all, things are kind of, the gaps are closing a little bit, but it sounds like you got a lot going on in 25. You're moving, you're starting up a new thing with new place to live and closing out an old chapter, and got some good things going on, right?
Yeah, I just want to get away from this neighborhood. I had enough of it. I'll explain that to you when I see you. But I think I've told you.
Yeah.
What happens around here is a lot of people, but just over it. I'm going to live out in the country, and it's going to be nice. I can't wait.
Good for you. Hey, Brian Welsh, did you ever get it figured out on your end there, buddy? We got just a dark spot where you could be. But no Brian.
Nope.
Hey, Brian. Hello.
Turn your speaker on.
Well, I don't know, man. I think Brian it's just not going to happen today for Brian. And unfortunately, Stephanie never did make it back, so we'll have to catch up with Steph later. Dan, you got some more stuff that we could cover. In fact, I don't want to let it go without our kind of, what do you call it? Our reflection of some that we lost in 2024. I definitely want that to be shared and be able to share that with everybody. We have a cover for January preview. Would you like to do the cover first, or the?
I would say let these hostages go, and then we'll talk.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody! Thanks to y'all for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Right on, guys.
Thanks for having
me.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Bye.
Year.
Happy New Year.
All right,
You guys
everybody.
are
Happy New Year to everybody, and listen.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Happy New Year, guys.
Hydrate. Look
Bye,
forward to
everybody.
seeing everybody in 25. We'll be back the second week of January.
See you next year.
That's right.
Bye.
Have a great New Year, everyone.
Take care,
All
everybody.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody watching, hang in there with us. We're gonna take care of some biz, and you don't have to go. Yeah, by no means. We're not kicking anybody out. So,
But
you want to hang around?
Good.
Oh, there's Mike. Mike's still got his forehead in.
Wait a
frame.
minute. What am I doing?
Hey, do this for me, man. Do this. Turn your phone sideways. Turn it.
Wait a
Turn
minute.
it. Turn it. Do it now.
Turn it off?
No, turn it.
Hold on. I can't. Hold on.
Hey, get Pornhub off here. This is a family channel, man.
Hey, how do you know
I'm
that?
going to try and control the chaos that is happening behind me.
Yeah.
With our
I
daughter
don't know
trying to make us
what's
dinner.
Nuh-uh. I didn't see anything.
You've got a perfectly staged Christmas tree and some nice ceiling.
Bye, you guys. My battery's going dead.
Okay, all right, Mike.
Take
Take it
care,
easy, buddy.
everybody. I love you guys.
All right, Mike's out. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Check it out. We're gonna throw the Christmas party back in play, man. There we go. Look at that.
Doesn't it?
That's just so much better. Makes me want to hydrate.
Oh,
All right.
Give me
So
something to drink.
what do you want to do first, Dan? Do you want to show the remembrance
Well, let me do a little bit of my annual, a little bit, just quick little rundown of highlights. You mean, obviously, you know, as a publication, we celebrated our 31st anniversary in September. So, you know, we're in our 32nd
30th.
now. So, yep. That's already old news, buddy. So, but you won't get another anniversary shirt for a few years.
Okay. All right.
Doing that every year.
All right.
So, you know, I mean, we had just had, I think we had a lot of great stories, a lot of great covers, which leads us to this month's just give a little sneak peek. This comes out Monday, so this hasn't been.
Here it goes. You ready? It's going to happen right. No, there it is.
There you go.
Cool.
There you go.
All right.
So,
got
all
that,
right,
everybody? Is that etched in your mind? Because 3, 2, 1, it's not back until January.
Till Monday.
And the I did not send the centerfold, but it's a really cool shot. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Did he go on?
Yeah,
Online?
I did send it to him.
Oh.
The guy's got a really neat story though. Definitely a different kind of cover story this month. I think.
Do you want me to preview the centerfold or leave that for later?
Do it.
Maybe
do
like
it.
like one of these.
Do it.
Ooh, I screenshot it. I screenshot it. I got it.
All right. One more time.
Yeah.
Everybody, get ready. Here it goes. Oh, there it is.
That was pretty cool. Yeah,
that is pretty cool, man.
Yes.
That is one bitchin' truck right there, buddy.
All right, so running a few things down. We started a few new features this year. We started kind of a fun, silly feature, a Trucking Dogs blog, which kind of looks at trucking and all the trials and tribulations from a dog's perspective, which is the dog does a really great job writing it. Excellent writer, that dog. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Are these dogs have any names? Any of them? Oh, look at that! I got the Rockwood promo up here. Wait a minute. Let's get the right one. We got a Chris. There we go. Okay.
I'm not sure if the dog does name itself in it. We've only done a few installments. It's quarterly, so you know. We also reinvigorated our old readers and their rigs. Kind of a little featurette each month, just for trucks that people send in, and we want to find a home for them and give our readers and their trucks some props. We started doing that. We started doing our Who's Who in 10-4, which, you know, Stephanie puts together for us each month. She interviews one of our people and then puts just a quick little story, how they, you know, what they did before they came to us, how they came to us, what they do. It's kind of just a nice little way to give some of our people some props and some credit for what they do. And so we
know who they are.
We've enjoyed doing that. Yep. So, you know, I mean, it takes a full team of people to do what we do. It's bigger than it's ever been. And and that's a good thing, right? You need people to do things. So,
oh yeah, teamwork is everything. You got to have a great team. If you don't have a great team, you got nothing.
Teamwork, right?
That's right. Yep, absolutely.
I was gonna say it, and I thought, nah. Dan will say
it.
You know, another thing, you know, we obviously this year, I mean, we went to a lot of shows. We had a few shows. We said goodbye to the Waupun show, which I honestly never went to it personally myself, but I had a lot of people go there over the years. And Eric Hill went for the last few years, and he's been going since the 90s. And he was, you know, pretty sad that the show went away.
Kim and John used to go to.
Yep. Kim and John, who were just there. They've been around it since probably the 80s or 90s as well. And Kim wrote kind of the final piece about it. And, in fact, they had a little dinner to celebrate being done, and we'll be doing a little story about that in the next month or two that Eric will be putting together. So, you know, unfortunately, then also what we alluded to, we lost a lot of people this year. And, you know, the sad thing is most of these people were not old people, you know, with the exception to one. They all died prematurely, and that's, you know, pretty tragic. A lot of them, you know, with diseases and whatnot. And So, you know, I got just a quick couple people. We got a picture. If you're ready, John, we'll pop those up.
I absolutely am ready. So I'm going to start with number 1, and that would be Ray Valenzuela.
So, yep, real quick, just Ray. Ray was a longtime Trucking for Kids volunteer and kind of a local SoCal trucker. And yeah, he was gone too soon. Of course, the biggest one for us this year, and Dustin will relate to that, is
oh man, this one's going to hurt. This one's going to hurt.
You know, they all kind of do in their own right. But
yeah.
Everybody, you know, obviously everyone here knew Mike well and knew what a great guy he was and all the things that he did for us. He helped build Roadworks and worked at Lincoln Chrome. He worked with Dustin, and it sounds to me like Dustin's going to maybe do some things in his honor moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah,
he helped
definitely are.
You with his help, you know, helped us with a lot of our trophies for Trucking for Kids. And Mike was very instrumental in putting us all together to do that. And of course, he was our, you know, camera protege too. You know, most of our equipment came from him, and if we needed to sell it or turn it or burn it, he liked doing it, so we let him do it. And
yeah, he loved doing a flip deal. He would find somebody needing something that had something that he needed. He was the king of bartering. I mean, just a great guy. I think about him literally every day. Taught me so much, and you know, in a lot of ways has given me the tools to be able to pick up the torch that he and I lit together, I guess. You know, he certainly had it burning when he passed it to me, and we're definitely gonna keep right on rocking. You know what I mean? We're not giving up. We're not quitting. I mean, it's definitely a setback losing somebody like that that's got as much knowledge of trucks and design and different things like that. Just, you know, definitely a big deal losing him, but we're gonna keep on. You know, that's what he would have wanted.
Well, I'm glad that he hooked up with you there at the end, and that opened up that opportunity for this to happen. So
yeah, for sure.
Obviously, not good circumstances what happened, but nice that something will move forward with it.
Yep, absolutely.
Sure, that's what
Tim brings up a great point, and I had alluded to this earlier. You know, about health and taking care of ourselves. And bottom line is, guys, you got to get checked. There's no more 50 rule, 45 rule. It's just get it done.
Yep. I did. As soon as Mike was diagnosed, I did. You know, it's not that big a deal. Guys want to joke about it, and you know, it's an awkward thing, but hey, you got to know. You know what I mean? And when you get people that are that close to you, you know, you just got to know.
Yeah, and you know, and again, I mean, there's no guarantees that had he been checked earlier, it would have been better or worse or nothing.
Yeah.
Don't know, but the bottom line is there was probably better odds that he could have had a more favorable outcome, and so just get it done, gentlemen and ladies, tatas.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the bottom line.
We're happy to inspect usually. I can't say that. My daughter on there. I don't really care about it.
But you just did.
You just did. Yeah. I think you just did. Yeah. I think my certification is still valid. So hey, you know, not for anybody here, but yeah. Anyway, bottom line is, get it done. Tim, you're welcome, buddy. And Gene, I didn't see Gene until just a little bit ago. And Gene, we love you so much, and thank you for always being part of the show and tuning in, and of course co-creator, co-founder, and head of HR at 10-4 magazine.
10-4 mama.
Yep, Mama 10-4. There you go. So next up we have Scott.
Yep. Obviously, we lost Scott, you know, a few months ago, and he was the producer and promoter of Wheel Jam Truck Show, another good friend, and another guy gone way too soon. And so that was kind of a big hit in a lot of ways. There was a few right in a row, and he was one of them. So, you know, hit all of us in the trucking show community pretty hard, and he was a good guy, and hopefully his show will continue on as well. I don't know what's happening with it, but
next up, Mr.
Yep. Then we had Ronnie Watt of WTI Fenders. I mean, he's pretty much the godfather of fiberglass fenders for trucks.
Yeah.
If
you had aftermarket fenders on your truck in the day, they were WTI, man. That was it. It was him.
There's a lot of noise in that sector now, but he was the starter of it all. And it's, to think that you started a whole industry, that's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah. So Ronnie was a good guy. We had a lot of fun with him over the years, and he was always fun to hang out with at the shows as well. So anyway,
his shop's only about an hour and a half north of mine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, couple more quick. This is our buddy Edgar, little E at Stay Loaded. Lost him earlier this year. Moving into, Pete Sharp over at Pittsburgh Power, which Bruce did a story about him. He was a longtime employee and engineer over at Pittsburgh Power, and we used to see him at all the shows and go to dinner, especially Dallas and Matt's, and he was a good guy too. And he's not an old guy. The only old guy on the list, honestly, and I think he would be okay for me to call him an old guy, is the final guy on our list, and that is Jeff England's father, Gene England, who passed away a couple months ago at 105 years old. And this is a picture of him at Reno 2019. So he was probably 101 in this picture. I mean, look at this guy. So, he's one of the Englands for England and Pride. And he was just a really nice guy, great guy. Everybody loved him. And so we just wanted to kind of tip a hat to him. We have a good history with Jeff and Pride, and meeting him and talking to him. It was pretty cool that we got to meet him and get this picture. So anyway, there was lots more. Obviously, we all had people that we were touched personally, outside of trucking that have passed and whatnot. And seems like the older we get, the more it happens. And I guess it's just part of life.
Unfortunately, yes.
There was one that still sticks with me too, that Tim Cody's guy, that passed away. And that guy, and I met him for the first time at the show, but he was one of those just standout cool guys that you meet, that you just feel like, I'm so glad I met that guy. I like that guy, and I did, and I was so saddened to hear that he had passed. That was not good. Kendall's blacking out on us.
I just go her by.
I don't know what happened there, man, but she's back now.
I think she's on her way home now. She's been doing Christmas over at her grandparents' house. Her sister was sick on Christmas Day, so they had to cancel their Christmas afternoon activities, I guess, with their grandparents there. So they were making up for it tonight.
Man, I'll tell you, Christmas, I love Christmas, but it is not easy when you got mixed, blended, whatever family stuff going on, man. It's like, there's always drama, isn't there? Isn't there always drama?
Not so much drama, but I'll tell you what, it's easier now, our schedule now, when Casey and I were married. Kendall probably doesn't even remember this, but I mean, it was up at the crack of dawn to go to Casey's parents' house. Her stepmom is an excellent cook. She have a huge spread for breakfast. We do Christmas there. Then we would fly over to my parents for a brunch because you're hungry with it. You know what I mean? So my mom would have a great big breakfast. Then we'd go back to Casey's grandparents in the afternoon, and then back to my parents of an evening. I'm telling you what, it was fun, but when you were at the end of the day, you're like, wow,
we had a couple years like that.
5 stops on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Hurry, open up your presents. We gotta go.
Yeah.
This year 0 stops. We were just
yeah. We've got it down to maybe one to 2 stops, and that's about it. So it's pretty laid back these days. Yeah.
Well, I think that there's still plenty that deal with the drama every year, and then there's logistics and just overall stuff that goes on during Christmas sometimes to make it all happen for all the kids and all the parents, step parents, in-laws, blah, 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 blah. The list just goes, like, holy crap, man,
gets to be a lot to try to get the dots connected to get
it can
everybody's
be.
house and stuff. Yeah,
it can be. It really can.
Well,
So,
believe it or not, Dustin, you're gonna miss it.
Oh, I know.
You're gonna be sitting at home on Christmas in your pajamas, thinking, "I kind of want to go somewhere." I kind of miss all that chaos of all those little kids.
Oh, I know it. I'll be. I'm sure I'll have grandkids one of these days that will remind me of all of it.
He will. But right now, he's still got his own little ones, right? I mean, little Dickerson there still.
Kendall will be 15, her sister will be 12, and then we've got one that'll be 7, and then Hazel, the youngest, will be about 16 months here pretty soon. So we're spread.
Yeah. When you're talking about your kids in age by months, you're still dealing with little ones, man.
Oh yeah. It's grunts and points right now. That's communication. So, but
At least she's cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. Oh shoot. No, I'm proud of all of them.
Let's steer back on to our list of stuff that we were kind of hanging on to there. I know we've got a little something we wanted to share with everybody out there, and that's for Carl Karsten and the Rockwood calendar that he obviously is still putting out and is a big part of what he does. We kind of talked a little bit about it, but there it is, and there's some information on how to get it and what it might look like for you. But Dan, go ahead. You had some knowledge you wanted to share on this one.
Well, yeah. Here we're actually holding one here. Here.
Oh, are you? Okay. Hey, let me go back to that then, man. Let's bring it on, baby. Hey.
This is a monstrous calendar. Carl's been very good to us over the years, and he really wanted me to kind of they've got a few left. He's sold most of the ones that he printed, and he says, "Hey, can you give me a little plug?" I said, "Absolutely." So this is he sent this to me because we have these made for us too, but we don't have them yet. But Gene has them down south. But so he says he's got about 150 more of these, and he says they're they're 19 by 22 inches. They are like the biggest big rig calendar being printed, pretty much. I mean, the pictures are amazing, done by friends of ours. And,
high quality paper too, man.
Actually, he says he gave me a whole write up, which you saw, John, and it sounds like he prints this calendar on the same printer that we print our cover and center on. So that's pretty cool,
Yeah.
So I know that it's good deal, it's good quality stuff. So, but
everything Carl does is that way.
Right,
yes,
right. Oh, that's
definitely.
all of them. Yeah. So I mean, you can see this is a big bad boy. And see what I've got last year's. This is the last month here. Speaking of Caleb, there he is.
Yeah.
December, there he is with his dad. So as soon as I get mine with my 10-4 on the bottom, I'll be hanging that one up too, probably. So, but if you guys are interested in this, John threw up that graphic. They're like $26 a piece. He's got a MAGA deal, like a mega deal, but a MAGA deal.
But it's a MAGA deal.
Yeah, you pay about $90. You get 4 of these and 4 mini calendars. So I think you can go on their website, rockwoodproducts.com.
Yep.
Or you could call him. He's got the number there. I've got the phone number, 920-682-4008. Call him and get your dang calendar. Hey,
the other thing, in fact, now that we're doing Rockwood,
like doing an ad. Look at this beautiful.
The URL is actually calendar.rockwoodproducts.com. So.
What are you saying, John? I'm talking, huh?
It's calendar.rockwoodproducts.com. That's it. So if you guys want to get the URL, you need any more information on this, just freeze the video and get the information off the frame there, and everything that you need will be there for you. So
absolutely. Yeah. So thank you, Carl, for all you do. He helps Dustin as well. They kind of do our TFK trophies together. And back, look, I happen to have a spare.
Oh, hey!
How about that?
That's printed aluminum,
stand,
right?
I like that.
We had an extra trophy one year. Don't tell anybody.
I think you're allowed. I'm pretty sure.
That was not easy to peel off. Thank you for putting so much of that sticky tape on it.
I'll put more next year. You're gonna keep.
No, it stuck really good.
I was just reading the press sheet on that calendar. Made in America, by golly. So
Yep. Photographed, designed, printed, assembled.
in
Carl is
the
very proud of that
USA.
fact. 100%. Yep.
Yeah. So get yours today. Not too many folks go out and get the calendars anymore. You know, I had somebody call about a calendar actually. Was it yesterday or day before? I'll tell you guys about that. But I told her to inbox message me so I could help her out. But Carl's, you know, over the years, I mean, God dang, talk about a guy doing a lot for the industry and putting a lot of things together that, you know, at the end of the show, when it's all done and the awards are being handed out, there's Carl. There's the awards that he built. And so many shows, they end on that note. And my truck, the whole inside of the cab was Rockwood all the way, man. Armrests, all the dash and stainless steel accents that he built, everything, man. That was all Rockwood. It's just such a classy touch. Really nice. So
yeah,
glad Carl's still around. Hope to see him and hang out with him at Matt's coming up in 2025. So reflection wise, man, you know, Dan, I don't know, did we share ours, yours, Shannon's? What do you guys got
for what, for next year?
Yeah, well, tell you know, 24, what was the standout in 24 and what's 25 going forward look like?
Standout was stupid busy.
And,
I don't know who idea to have.
surviving.
We said for 25 years, people said you should have a show. We said absolutely not. We have no interest to do that. And then we got the opportunity to have one. We said, all right, we'll have one. And then someone said, hey, you should have a second show. We said no. And we said, all right, we'll have two. And now we have two shows. And, you know, like, honestly, people run shows. That's a kind of a full-time job for a year. And we do two and still all the other stuff we did. So we're kind of dumb in that. And it made for a very, very, very hectic, stressful year. But we lived.
That's what 2024.
We lived.
We lived.
What do they say? What do they say? But did you die? We did.
I feel like this is me talking about my kids. You got 4 of them.
Did you
know?
die?
You got 2. Yeah, I lived. It's fine.
I thought I was gonna die, but no, we didn't.
So maybe 2025 we're looking for a little. I mean, I can't imagine things are going to slow down too much. I think as business and the industry and the whole economy picks up, obviously we're all going to get picked up in that.
Yeah.
And you know, so we're going to be busy, and that's okay. I don't mind being busy, but it's nice when it's busy and things are happening.
Yeah.
You know, not just busy for staying in business sake. You know, so I'm looking forward to some positive things there, and hoping this move in venue for Trucking for Kids goes smooth, and our rodeo, the next one, is just bigger and better than it was before and not nearly as stressful to do.
Yeah.
That's my 2025.
All right.
Yeah.
For business.
Yeah. It'll be good.
Shannon seconds that emotion.
Yes. I'm hoping grandkids will come soon, but that's another story.
I mean, there might be some diets and some better health and blah, 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 all that stuff, you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, New Year's resolution stuff.
Yes,
yeah, right.
all those things.
Yeah.
They ain't no joke. They need to
I
happen.
had a couple that I wrote down just kind of in thinking about, you know, after our conversation, and one of them certainly for 24, one of the big standouts was the Matt's show for 2024. It was a huge production. I probably did more live there this year than I ever had before. Covered more ground than ever before. It was, you know, it was a constant hit the ground with your feet, you know, running, man. It was really nonstop for the whole time that we were there. And one of the standout moments, besides the build off as a whole was you, Dustin, and firing up your truck for us live.
Yeah,
So-
good. We only did that for you guys.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool, man, to get that
you.
on the live and
Tell you what, did John break it? Did John break it?
I don't think so. No,
You
we
can't
took
have
it right
nice
home.
things around this guy.
I can't have nice things anywhere. I've just come to realize, that's why we got a team of people
Oh,
at the
don't
shop.
even. Oh my god.
Sorry, John. Go ahead, John. Sorry.
The other things, too, this was a great year for Studio 10-4 Live. I feel like we really have created and maintained a great identity and a branding that's going on with Studio 10-4 Live. I can't wait to see more of that happen in 2025. But one of the many standout moments of the show this last year, Wade Jennings, grandson of Waylon Jennings, we had him on the show, and he let us share the new single, the premiere of his new single, 10-Day Ride, which is pretty cool. You can check that out on YouTube and see all of Wade's music, which is really good. The guy is truly, he's a good artist and has a great talent. And obviously, look, I mean, cat's out of the bag. He sounds like his grandfather. What? You're kidding? Really? Yeah, no, he does.
Not to mention, he was a good human he was a great guest, and he just had a lot of really good things to say. He's went through a lot, and he has a lot to share, and he shares it.
Yeah, he does. He does. And real positive guy, real positive message. And the longer that the show went on, I think the more comfortable it seemed that he felt like he became with everything, and it just turned out real well. Hey, what's going on over there? And where's your two front teeth? Dang it.
Yeah. She asked
Did you
for
get
it
him
for Christmas.
Did you get him for Christmas or what?
She asked
Get
for
that
him,
kid
but-
some chiclets, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. She's losing them faster than they grow back in.
Yeah, apparently. What's the tooth fairy rate these days, anyways, man? What's that like?
It varies, usually from $1 to $5. It depends on what denomination the tooth fairy has that night.
Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, man, she's got bottom and okay. Get her a box of chiclets, man. Get a box of chiclets for that kid.
Smile real big for him.
Well,
good.
and to close my section and out 2025, honestly, I look forward to more of the same and better. This is going to be a GBATS year. I don't know how that's all going to work out. I know I keep saying that, and it's turns out the same weekend as Souza, so we've got that to juggle and make happen. But look forward to what we're going to be doing in 25, and honestly, coming back strong, because like I said too, I mean, I don't think we ever quite came completely out of the COVID thing either. It's just, still just stupid lingering garbage out there that that won't let go. And I think finally that stuff's going to go. And I think a lot of other stuff as well. You can't help but feel positive the way the direction of the country's going. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm glad about who's coming into office and where it's where he's gonna take us. It needs to happen. And finally, the facade of what this whole ridiculous narrative that was going on for the last few years is finally going away. It's
I think
just ridiculous.
The public sentiment changed overnight. You know what I mean?
Man.
When they stayed up like we did and watched it, or if you fell asleep and woke up the next morning. I mean,
I stayed up.
We stayed up. Gate to gate, man, from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3 in the morning. We watched the whole thing happen.
We did not do that.
I stayed up.
We flipped it on about 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious that at 8:01 they called California. I'm like, it hasn't even been a minute.
Yeah.
Call. I bet they haven't even counted my vote. Call.
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, there's maybe still hope for you guys. I mean, I don't know.
There was a lot of red. There was a lot of red.
There was a lot of red. Yeah, I know it. They just get they get compacted there in the big cities. It's hard to dislodge them, I guess. So,
Yep,
but
that's pretty much it. Yeah, you know,
We're gonna
you get
send
on,
it
you
your
get
way.
closer
We're gonna
closer
send
to
it
the
to
water you
Midwest.
go, the worse it is.
They won't
Beat some
One more note. Anybody that happened to buy Mega Lottery Millions tickets tonight, good luck. Remember, you know, your brother over here if you win.
pull another tooth out.
And you know, I hope everybody gets a shot at $1.2 billion
Wow.
tonight.
I really need to play. I'd like to win. I just don't.
Well, Dan, you got 14 minutes that you can still buy tickets before the drawing, and you can actually buy tickets online now.
Is that? I think I
yeah.
saw that. Yeah.
One of you guys
Yeah.
buy them and then just help a brother out when you win. Just slice a
You
little
got it.
off to your bro here.
You
That's
got
cool.
it, man. I will definitely be there to help you out, man. That 1.2 freaking billion dollars. Are you kidding me? I mean, what you know? Okay, so first off, let's just you get if you win, half of that's gone just because you won, and it goes to all the various people holding their hands out, taxes and taxes and taxes. Then
schools.
There's whatever, huh?
Schools goes to the schools. Come on.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, whatever. And then whatever after that. So I hope we have this problem and we have to figure it out. If you don't hear from me in 3 weeks, you'll know why. Anyway, I can only imagine, and that's not the largest one ever still. So and this thing has been building since September to get it to the point where it's at tonight.
Wow.
Tonight is the drawing for the Mega Millions. So hope somebody I know wins it and they remember their brother John. If it's not me, let it be somebody else, that helps us, that loves us and wants to help us all out. So, all right, man. Dan, was there any other thoughts that you wanted to share out there? I think we pretty much covered it, man. I think we got it. Yeah.
In almost 2 hours. Yeah.
We did. If anybody is out there still listeing, paying attention,
honestly, there is. We've still got a decent audience going, and
I mean, obviously, thank you to Kindle and Dustin, and
thank you very much for having us.
Haley.
This is Haley here. Yep.
Hey, look at me. Hey, Dan. Thank you guys for sticking it out and hanging with us. I personally just want to thank everybody. I mean, all of the people that contribute, all of the people that help us with distribution, my wife, all of the people that were on the show tonight. I mean, all of the advertisers, the readers. I mean, everybody who makes this whole thing, everyone at our printer, everyone who helps us with the shows, our volunteers. I mean, our world has gotten very large in the last few years, and we're pretty blessed to have a lot of great people around us.
I'm very grateful.
We appreciate that. We appreciate all of you out there, whoever you are. Thank you, and looking forward to doing more, better in 2025. What did John say? 25. We're alive in 25. It'll be more gooder.
Yep. I want to second that too. Thank all my guys at the shop and my wife and everybody, Kendall, and everybody that works really hard. And we wouldn't be what we are and where we are without them. Huge thanks to all of our customers out there. Again, we wouldn't be where we are and what we are without them either. We've really been blessed to have some great customers. And Zach and Dane and Bobby, the new guy that we're building a Kenworth for. He's a really cool guy. And a lot of our older customers that have just been around for a long time that keep coming back to us, and we certainly appreciate all those guys and girls. And just really look forward to what the future is bringing in 25 and beyond. We've got some things that are really exciting. Just really looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be something to really be proud of.
Is she losing a tooth right now?
She's trying as hard as she can to jerk another tooth out.
She's looking for another 5 spot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tooth Fairy's got ones today, so we're good.
She's over there working that thing, man. Get the string and the doorknob and let's watch it happen.
I did that to one of her teeth before. I
Did
tried
ya?
not to, and I just slammed the
All
door
right.
closed.
Don't hurt yourself.
All right.
I tried that once and just like broke my neck.
Yeah.
Didn't-
Oh shoot.
You too,
So,
Jim. Thank you.
Trucker G, thanks for dropping in, buddy. Yeah, good to have you on the show. And then Desiree came in on YouTube, man. Okay, thank you, Des. Nice to have you in here as well. Well, I think it's pretty much a wrap. I think we've got it, dialed into what we all thought about 24, what we think it's going to look like in 25. I got to say thanks to everybody that helps on a weekly basis, daily basis, monthly basis, make 10-4 happen. It's a big part of my world, and I certainly look forward to big things for the upcoming year. Just to say, hey, it's been 31 years this magazine's been around, and it's still here, and it seems it just keeps going and keeps getting better. So with everybody's support out there, you're a part of this thing, and I think what we all do, listen, yeah, we all need to make a living, but we do what we do for you. So we appreciate you letting us be here and show up weekly for the Studio 10-4 live show and monthly for the 10-4 magazine, which incidentally, as of today, is still free since 1993.
I don't know.
So
I can't see it anymore. There. We're back.
There you go.
We're back.
That's it, man. Kids and cats, they push buttons on computers.
I'm telling you.
You just never know. You
I'm
just never
overran
know.
with kids. I don't have any cats. So, all right, guys. Well,
All right.
thank
Well,
you
all
for
right.
everything.
John,
for
thank
everything
you.
guys do for us.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
We'll see
You all
ya.
take care.
All right.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year again.
See you next year.
You
We'll be
guys.
talking
next
soon,
year.
y'all.
Get that tooth out.
Hey, I want to see that thing, a picture of that on Facebook. All right.
I'm sure it'll be by the weekend. I'm sure.
She keeps losing
Or I
teeth.
guess
She ain't
it's
going to
this
be able to
weekend.
hold any food in her mouth now. Come on.
Have to blend it up for her.
Corn on the cob was her favorite, and that's been a struggle.
Oh man. So now she got cornrows on that cob when she goes to eat that thing. It's like,
that's
all right, y'all. Take care. Peace out.
Bye bye.
Yeah.